Brexiteers including Ben Habib and Kate Hoey have joined forces with Northern Irish First Minister and DUP leader Arlene Foster and other key unionists to launch legal proceedings aimed at forcing a judicial review of the Northern Ireland Protocol, and Mr. Habib said it was now time for Prime Minister Boris Johnson to take decisive action to deal with the problem, once and for all, rather than kicking the can down the road. The controversial rules are ostensibly aimed at preventing a hard border on the island of Ireland, but critics including Mrs. Foster's Democratic Unionist Party, DUP, claim the end result is a border down the Irish Sea as a result of additional checks on goods being transported to and from British mainland. The move comes after the government failed to respond to a letter before action sent on February 19. Northern Ireland-based solicitors Nelson Singleton yesterday tweeted, "We have today issued leave proceedings seeking judicial review of the imposition, implementation and legality of the Northern Ireland Protocol." Former Brexit Party MEP Mr. Habib confirmed he, Mrs. Hoey, Mr. Trimble, Mrs. Foster, MLA and barrister Jim Allister, and Steve Aitken, leader of the Ulster Unionist Party, were signatories to the action, which has been lodged with the High Court in Northern Ireland. Mr. Habib, who said the court must now decide whether or not to hear the case, told Express.co.uk, "The Northern Ireland Protocol exemplifies better than anything the deterioration in the courage and confidence in themselves and our country, of our so-called leaders in Westminster. That is why we, a coalition of pro-unionists, including the First Minister of Northern Ireland and Lord Trimble, the Nobel Prize-winning architect of the Belfast Agreement, have been forced to take legal action against the government. In doing so we aim to protect the Union of the United Kingdom where they have so failed." Mr. Habib said the protocol had never been required, describing it as nonsense that a customs border on the island of Ireland would breach the 1998 Belfast Agreement, also referred to as the Good Friday Agreement. He explained, "There is already a border on the island and the Belfast Agreement confirmed its existence." Theresa May and her cohort of Remainers allowed the EU and Ireland falsely to weaponize the border issue and gave into their not-so-subtle threat of violence.